Jesus is either a liar, a lunatic, or he is who he says he is. That's what C.S. Lewis says. He says there's no other option when it comes to Jesus. Either he's a liar, he's a lunatic, or he is who he says he is, the Son of God. Because he's a liar if he knows he's not the Son of God and he tells everybody he is, then he says, pray to me, I am the way, the truth, and the life. We go through all these scriptures and he's deceived then billions of people for over 2,000 years. So that's your option one. Option two, he's a lunatic. That he doesn't realize he's crazy. He thinks he's the Son of God, but he's not. And he's still deceived everybody, billions of people for 2,000 years. And C.S. Lewis says the third option, the only other way you can do it is, then he is who he says he is. He is the Son of God, the second person of the Trinity. Because he can't just be a good teacher. He can't just be your friend. No, because he makes a claim. He makes a claim that he is the Son of God. This third Sunday of Advent, Gaudete Sunday, where we rejoice, we light the third candle on the Advent wreath, the pink, or rather, the rose Advent candle. We take a moment and rejoice, and we read in the Gospel today for the third Sunday of Advent about John the Baptist. This Gospel is, John the Baptist is in prison, and he's gotten to the point where he has to make a decision on who Jesus is. He's gotten to that point where he has to decide, is he a liar, a lunatic, or he is who he says he is? And so John the Baptist, the great prophet, sends his own disciples, those who are following him, with that question, are you the one? Are you the one to whom all the scriptures of the Old Testament have been pointing towards? And Jesus' answer, like always, is, look at what I've done. The blind see, the lame walk, the dead are raised from the dead, the poor have the good news preached to them. On and on and on. And John makes a decision. We know that he makes a decision because then just a few verses later, he has his head chopped off. He's beheaded for that faith because he made a choice that Jesus is who he says he is. He is the Son of God. On this third Sunday of Advent, we are commanded really by the church to rejoice, to have joy. I love it in the midst of the season of preparation that we can take a moment and look ahead to where we're going, because Christ will come on Christmas and he has already come, and we can find joy in that. And joy is something unique because joy is not happiness. It's not temporary. Like, I can be happy this morning, but by this afternoon, whatever, somebody can get under my skin. I get hungry. All these things, external factors, influence happiness. But joy is like a bell that is rung, and that constant pitch that no matter what the storms of life are, the good, the bad, the difficulties, and the blessings, joy can remain and should remain. About a month ago, I was called out to the hospital to anoint an older lady who was dying. She was dying of heart failure, and she was in her mid-90s. And I remember I get there, I bring the Blessed Sacrament for Viaticum, the last time she'll receive communion, my oils to anoint her, and I get up to the hospital room, and she is completely with it. Like, she is sharper than me. She's cognitively 100% there, which means then she knows what's happening. She knows that she is dying. Her heart is failing her, and there is nothing else that they can do. But as soon as I walk into that room, she experienced joy, and it wasn't something I can describe. It wasn't one thing she said. It wasn't something, but like so often with people that are joyful, it's just the way of life they are. We can see it in them. You know it when you see it. You know a joyful person, and she lived in that. But on this Gaudete Sunday, the Sunday of joy, I want to make an argument that joy, you can't just stay with joy. Because if you experience true joy, that pushes you to thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, giving thanks to God, who is giving you that joy, has blessed you in so many ways. And I saw that in this woman, because as soon as she experienced joy, she was then giving praise to God. She's dying, and she was going back and just talking about the blessings that God had given her throughout her life with her family and situations. And it wasn't that she didn't have a hard life. She had a hard life just like you and I do all the time. But she chose to give thanks. She chose to look at the blessings instead of the difficulties. And joy pushes us to give thanks. And then we're left with a choice. We're left with a choice, like C.S. Lewis challenges us. Because I think once we experience joy and we give thanks, then we must respond in worship. We must respond in worship. I want to make an argument that everybody worships something. And we become what we worship. So therefore, sisters and brothers, don't worship nothing. Because there's plenty of nothings that we can worship. Whether it's money, sports, whether it's good things like our friends, like our relationships, like our spouse. But the one who is the most important, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, when we worship him and everything else comes after him, then everything falls into the right place. So let us worship correctly. We find joy, we give thanks, and we worship the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, on this third Sunday of Advent. On Gaudete, rejoice.